Joe Jarvis is a March 2015 honors graduate with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design from the Art Institute of Seattle. Joe grew up in the small mountain town of McCall, Idaho, where it snows most of the year and the population is only about 2,000. Joe was diagnosed with cancer at 13 years of age. She spent many years volunteering for a variety of fundraising events, such as the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and Camp Rainbow Gold, which is an oncology summer camp for cancer patients and survivors. While attending the Art Institute, Joe was a member of Nova Red and the Screen Printers Guild. She was the graphic design representative on student council and the president of the Common Ground Design Club. She worked 3 internships and volunteered for the AIGA. Joe now works as a graphic designer at Catalyst, a creative merchandise agency where she helps big brands market themselves to the public. Please welcome our graduate speaker, Ms. Joe Jarvis.
My fellow graduates, I cannot express to you how honored I am to stand amongst you today. Throughout my time at this school, I have continued to be impressed by the talent that has surrounded me. As artists, we have the requirement of showing our work and sharing our processes. This is an act that has both intimidated and inspired me. You as a class have motivated, pushed, and even reassured me to work harder to develop my own craft as a designer. There were so many long days and even longer nights when I thought that this day would never come. But as a class, we pulled through and we made it to this glorious finish line. After years of studying and working hard, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride. You have earned this celebration. When I first arrived on the front steps of the Art Institute of Seattle, I can safely say that I was not the same person that I am today. I was from a small town in Idaho, and I felt insecure about my knowledge base in design. I was a scared, shy little version of myself, and I had very little confidence in my abilities as an artist. When I look back at that person that was so timid and frail, I think about how little she knew about the journey she was embarking upon. I am so glad I took those first steps because I was beginning the greatest adventure of my life. This experience has taught me about the importance of embracing fear and allowing myself to push past it. I have found nothing more exciting than the thrill of accepting new challenges and growing from them as a person. I strongly believe that everyone should be doing one thing in their lives that makes them feel fearful or uncomfortable. Pushing yourself outside your comfort zone is the best way to grow and add more skills to your tool belt. Within a couple of short years, I was able to learn new skills and really harness my abilities to become successful. Starting with the first month of school, I found myself surrounded with supportive friends that were just as crazy about design as I was. I collaborated with my peers and we grew stronger as a group. I grew confident in my work and pride in my new home. My time at the Art Institute didn't just teach me about graphic design. It changed me into a whole person, filled with love and passion for what I do. I was encouraged to be a geek and held incredibly intellectual conversations with my classmates and professors. I fell in love with the work I was doing and pushed myself to spend countless hours and many sleepless nights working on my projects. As the classes went on, the fear continued to burn in my belly and transformed into a strong passion. I felt my story come full circle when my portfolio show ended and a new chapter of my life had to begin. I once again stood at the doorsteps of my future workplace as a scared little person. This time, embracing the fear and knowing that great things were bound to come. I was excited as I looked into the face of a new challenge. I felt the familiar feeling as I went from being the top of my class to the worst in my new workplace. I once again felt the heartache of sucking at what I do, and I was humbled by my new environment of impressive designers. This did not get me down because my heart swelled as I was suddenly intrigued by new goals and countless dreams. Class of 2015, you have been an incredible group to be a part of. We will always remember the overwhelming stress of class deadlines and the shoddy few decisions we chose to make often late into the night. We were there to meticulously critique one another and then meet up for a much-needed drink afterwards. We will remember laughing with our friends and dreaming about our futures. We will remember commenting on the cafeteria pizza and ingesting more caffeine than we thought humanly possible. We We will remember the sacrifices we had to make for our education and the excitement that came when it paid off. This school has pushed us with extremely difficult challenges, and you have surpassed them all with excellence. No longer will you have to remember your AIS school badge as you frantically leave the house in the morning. Congratulations for all that you've accomplished. Bask in the glory of the celebration, because you have certainly earned it. I would like to take a moment to thank my wonderful professors for taking the time to mentor me through my education. I'm sure they are thankful to no longer have to deal with my oversized files and frantic questions. I'd like to thank my family for their unwavering support, and John, my life partner, for putting up with my crazy late nights and stress-induced temper tantrums. I would like to thank my coworkers for their flexibility with my schedule and constant patience as I continue to screw up. Every one of these people have helped lead to the success in my life, and I'm so grateful to them all. My parting words to you are to never loathe your fear. Love it. Embrace it. A life full of challenges is a life worth living, and I can safely say that I have never felt so alive. Work hard and create even larger footsteps than those before you to be followed. Be humble and never too proud to keep learning. Keep collaborating and bring strength to this community. Fellow graduates, I am so sad to say goodbye, but so honored to join you as we all begin this next chapter and push towards making the world a better, more aesthetic, colorful, and well-balanced place. Thank you for inspiring me.
We heard you about the pizza. Let's please give both.
Please rise and come forward. Charles Duval. Erica K. Joe Jarvis. Spring Moonberry. Please congratulate Graphic Design Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates.